Allah, 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 Allah.
Since you are between the earthly realm and you are conscious of the spiritual realm. So you are in both, conscious of both. You know you have a physical existence, but also you are totally believe that you have a spiritual existence. So as I said earlier, that God, He said, I created man in the best form. You know, what's mean the best form is in the mind of God. They call in Arabic, they have a name for it called A'yan al-Thabita. It is like we could say our real self, it is within God. And through this, some other teaching, they talk about Kundalini, talk about the chakras and all this type of things, and they are the lower, below the heart, below the solar plexus. So it's in the base of the spine, and this is all the human being. He's a very powerful creations of Allah, and the energies there. He's full of energies, you know. And the Sufi, they have method of circulating this energy through the remembrance of Allah. So using the name of God and the focusing, and then you could move this energy through the whole body. And this is, of course, through practice. And when the heart is open and illuminations start to penetrate the heart, the conditions here, first one is desiring, wanting things, especially knowledge. Here is looking for love, start to know. He said the saying of God, He say, I must be loved to me, the one who make others love me. So you are sharing, you know, when you talk with someone about God, you feel, you know, it's like a, what do you call it, love virus, you know, the person you see, gee, he's worked up, isn't he? You know, so it is something you feel in your heart. You can't stop talking, that's it, that's the sign of love. You know, you can't love something, you know, and then you do the opposite. There is a great Sufi saying, تَعْصِي الْإِلَهَ وَأَنْتَ تُظْهِرِ حُبَّهُ. You disobey God and you say, I love Him. So this is, in love, it is not real. This is illusions. So the conditions of love, and then you want to find a channel for it. You know, you can't just love everything. First, you need to focus this love on one direction, which is your own self. And try to get the better of yourself and improve the qualities of your understanding of this purpose of life that you have discovered, this hidden treasure. As God, He said that I was hidden a treasure and I love to be known. So this is the purpose of the whole creation, is love. So here, where is tariqa, the way? And this is where we come into this talk, is the Sufi way of illuminations. And this cannot take a place as the person by himself. As I said, some people, they think it is, oh yes, I don't think it is necessary. But in everything that we see in our life is teach us that actually the human being is learning from somebody else. We learn from our parents, our teachers, our, you know, those who train us, and whatever. Everyone have learned from somebody else. No one born with everything with him. This is very normal state of awareness, very actually humbling state of awareness when you start to look for the proper way to find the real within yourself. And here the color is yellow. It looks very simple, very easy, but in reality it takes a long time for a person actually to find the way. Because in this, especially in our time, we could look everywhere and we try to study everything, try to find what we can. But actually the way that Allah He explained in the Holy Quran, إِنَّكَ لَن تَهْدِي مَنْ أَحْبَبْتَ. You cannot guide those whom you love. You see, because you love them, that means not necessary that God, you say, all right, move on with them. There's a difference, because within this teaching, it is actually the individual, unique relationship with God. It's not, we don't travel in this realm, and it helps to have others who are on the same levels of thinking, they're traveling on the same way. But as the travels takes place, you travel solitary, alone. It is traveling, as they say, you travel within yourself and you arrive to yourself. So technically you don't go anywhere, but you go everywhere. So this self, it is bigger than the universe. There's the stories of, in the Bible, a man which he came to Jesus, peace be upon him, and he said to him, Master, you've been telling us to pray, to do this, to do that. I've been doing all of this, and I'm not getting anywhere. He said, if you want to get anywhere, he said, give everything you have to the poor and come with me. He said, I'll come back to you like this. So he knew what's stopping him. His attachment, as Brother Jamal was saying, attachment to material things has become a barrier between him and his destinations. When he told him to leave everything and come with me, at the same time, one of his companions, he standing with people burying, he was burying his father in the grave. Yeah. He told him, he said, leave the dead with the dead. He said, come with me. He doesn't even regard that people who are alive there, they are alive. So they are dead inside. And this is the worst death you could have. And where consciously you are dead, spiritually you're not awake, and your mind is completely controlled by the artificial knowledge that floats around. But the real, you could say the quantum leap in development of consciousness within Tasawwuf, it just comes in the third stage. This stage is called the Nafs al-Mulhama, the inspired self. When you do this, you know, through the grace and the love of God, that you have been saved. You have been given the means to understand the realities of the greater purpose of life itself. This is where development of what you call, be able to telepathic powers, reading minds, things, all of this nature has become accessible to you. People now, they go to university to study this, but you can't. You go to university, you get a degree after 3 years, you get a degree of psychology. You're studying of the psyche, which is really studies in book. So books does not really give any benefits. It's like studying, how to fill your stomach by studying menus, and try to see if they will cook themselves. It doesn't work that way.